Bear with me. Come on, Twitch. Come on, Twitch. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. I still have that problem where I can't go on Twitch on my laptop via Ethernet cable, and it's so annoying. Anyways, there's some lovely music. So I haven't played this game in like a while, and I've only played like 14 hours of it, so I'm thinking I'll start a new game and see where it goes. I was gonna do Skyrim, but I'm just so like bored of Skyrim. I've played it so much. Okay. I'm thinking, you know, towards this end of the difficulties. Let's see. I think that can be normal, can't it? Maybe just weak. What is Death's Door? I think I had some of this stuff on. I definitely had this one. Not on auto. I think it was just on easy. That can stay the same. That can stay the same. Immersive mode. Nah. I think I need to see the tutorial again because it's been that long. Well, I mean, I say long, but I only played it for a few hours, like... I think I only played it for like 14 hours. Shouldn't this be on like 1? Maybe I'll just leave it there. Let's just put the enemy difficulty on normal. I don't want auto level up, I want to level up. Yeah, let's leave that as it is. Okay, I think I'm ready. And I'll want to do new character, of course. I don't know what kind of character I want to be. Let me see, because I do have my own portraits. Well, I did have my own portraits. Oh. I think I must have put them in another folder somewhere. Okay. I'm just gonna have to find them real quick. Let's see. And they're in a folder called Portraits, so that's helpful. Okay. I think I know what one I want to use, but I'm just gonna flip it because then it will look better. You guys will see in a sec. Save. Kind of want to use a different one now. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. And she already has a name as well, so that's helpful. Small and medium. There we go. I think I'll use this one. Okay, tea is too hot. Right. She's clearly an elf in her picture, so she's gonna be an elf. Oh, hey Onion! Thank you so much for the bits! For the bit. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm just adjusting stuff. I forgot I moved my camera over. Well, it's 47 bits in total, so thank you for all of them. What do the half-elf have? Keen senses, elven immunities, and adaptability. What's the difference between them and a normal elf? Oh, the elves get elven weapon familiarity. Don't overstate my bit. Well, she's clearly an elf in her portrait, so I'm gonna have to go with elf. Hey Neb, how are you? I'm just, I found my portrait. Yeah, I thought it's been like kind of 2 months or so since I actually, since I started playing this, and I'd only played like 14 hours or so, so I was kind of like, maybe I should just start again. Endorses this. Okay. Not that we can really see her face, but... I guess she's phase 1. Oh, well that's perfect. That's her hair. And it's kind of red actually. But I guess red isn't an option. Oh, it is an option. Hey. Well, that's more brown than red though. I guess this would be the ginger, but there's no like dark red. I guess this will have to do. I like fresh starts on streams. Yeah, me too. And then I don't have to think, oh my god, where the hell are they? I just know from the beginning. She only needs one face. True. I love that you can choose their main hand. Let's make her left-handed just because it's cool. Just because it's different. Okay. Oh gosh. Okay, I have no idea. She is wearing armor in her portrait, so I think we could go with something... I don't want to just do a regular fighter, maybe something cooler. Oh wow. Her outfit is interesting. Inquisitors tend to move from place to place, chasing down enemies and researching emerging threats. They sound kind of cool. I don't like that outfit though. I don't think she would be a monk. Maybe a paladin? Fighter, tower, shield expert with combat expertise feat. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe a paladin, actually. Paladins serve as beacons for their allies within the chaos of battle. While deadly opponents of evil, they can also empower goodly souls to aid in their crusades. Their magic and martial skills also make them well suited to defending others and blessing the fallen with strength to continue fighting. Sounds very religious. That's recipe for D&D games. Well, I'm hoping to take Valerie with me, and she is a very good fighter and has a massive shield if you give her one, I think. Most paladins rush into battle, meeting evil toe-to-toe. The divine hunter prefers to engage evil from afar, striking down her foes before they can threaten her allies. The Hospitaller takes to this calling above all others, spending much of her time healing the poor and giving aid and succor to those in need. Oh, so that one is like healer kind of one. The Divine Guardian devotes herself to The protection and guardianship of one creature at a time. Be that her liege lord, an allied cleric, or an innocent facing overwhelming danger at the hands of evil. The divine guardian devotes herself to the concerns of the material world. Ensuing some divine studies, she does not gain access to divine spellcasting. I'm kind of interested in the Divine Guardian, actually. That sounds quite interesting. Once per day, a paladin can call out to the powers of good to aid her in her struggle against evil. As a swift action, the paladin chooses one target within sight to smite. If this target is evil, the paladin aids her charisma bonus, if any, to her attack rolls and adds her paladin level. So I need charisma? Paladin who ceases to be lawful good loses all paladin spells and class features. So I have to be lawful good. Hey. Okay, this will require some role-playing, I think, because I'm not lawful good, I am chaotic good. So, yeah. Let's do this. Let's be a paladin. Let's be a divine guardian. Oh, I want to change my colors. Oh, that's pretty. Let's get the dark purple. And what is this? What is the second one? It's really hard to see. Oh, okay. Actually, gold looks alright with it, but... yeah, let's go with grey. Or maybe... a lighter. Yeah. Purple and light grey. Sounds good. Paladin Dance. I tried to romance Paladin Dance, actually. I don't think I ever finished that save, though. I remember your Divine Guardian from the Prophet, killing everyone and stealing what isn't nailed to the floor. Yeah. To be fair, it was fated. I wasn't doing it. It was already fated. It had to happen. 10 out of 10 RP. Oh my gosh. I just can't help it. So she doesn't have spells. That's already a good thing for me. Okay, so we need charisma. Recommended. Constitution's recommended, so we'll get some of that. And strength. Maybe 13 and 15? I don't think I'll bother with anything else that's not recommended. You need 14 wisdom to cast spell. Okay, that's why I can't cast. That's why it says that. 14 wisdom. I can make her really dumb. There we go. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think this is a good idea. Maybe she doesn't need to cast spells. I'm not sure how it works in this. It does say that those are the recommended. So maybe I'll just... Didn't I have more intelligence? Yeah, that was what I had. Knowledge and law checks. Number of skill points gained at each level. I think I do want more intelligence then. Ali uses charisma. Yeah, it said charisma on some of the other ones. Hey! Yeah, I do. Yeah, I need to do some more tweets. I keep forgetting to do that. But yeah, I've been taking loads of screenshots of the cats in East Shade. How are you doing, Orijo? Is that how I say it? Welcome to the stream. You can dump wisdom. What does wisdom do? Clerics, druids, inquisitors, and rangers get bonus spells, blah blah blah. Perception and lore checks. I suppose I can just try and get characters that are more intelligent and stuff. More wise. Who are other characters? I've still got one more point. No. I might as well just do that then. I think I'm happy with this. Focus on one job done well. Yeah, because otherwise I'm just gonna fail everything. And that's just gonna be silly. That's the whole point in having a party, is so that you can get the other people in your party to do the stuff. A paladin. I'm doing a divine guardian. Wisdom, raise strength. She's gonna be very unwise. Yeah? Have you played this game before? Orijo? I'm quite new to it. Okay, skills. We can get persuasion. I like persuasion. Law, nature. Law, religion. That's wisdom only though. If I get knowledge arcania, then I get a +2 to elven magic, so I think that would be a good choice. And knowledge world, I think I'll go with those. Or maybe actually we'll get knowledge arcania and athletics. Everyone who's rushing into caves for the beasts in hope of gaining riches isn't wise. That's true, I guess my character wouldn't be wise. UMD is amazing. Not Pathfinder, but Baldur's Gate, Pillars of Eternity and the like. I like paladins, but as chaotic good character, we don't usually get along too well. Yeah, I'm normally a chaotic good character because that's what I would personally be. So when I'm making like a lawful good character like this, I'm a bit like, oh gosh. Oh, so maybe that is charisma as well. Oh, I don't know now. I want persuasion, definitely. I think I do want athletics. Because I like to go everywhere in the map. I think I'll just have to leave UMD to someone else. I like to play paladins, but it's frustrating when Drak makes a vampire to join me. I can imagine, yeah. At 3rd level, a paladin is immune to all diseases, including supernatural and magical diseases, including mummy rot. Nice. A paladin can select one mercy. Each mercy adds an effect to the paladin's lay on hands ability. Whenever the paladin uses lay on hands to heal damage to one target, the target also receives the additional effects from all of the mercies possessed by the paladin. Okay. Smite Evil. Once per day, a paladin can call out to the powers of good to aid her in her struggle against evil. Paladin chooses one target within sight to smite. It's evil. Adds to charisma bonus to the attack roll. Paladin gains deflection bonus equal to charisma modifier. Interesting. Alignment restriction, deity selection. Oh, I get to choose my deity. Paladins are proficient with all simple martial weapons, with all types of armor, heavy, medium, light, and with shields, except tower shields. Okay, so I get to choose... Nep's like, pick this one, pick this one! Paladin can sleep with everyone they meet. No diseases. It's not largest among the available deities. Oh dear. Die hard. You're especially hard to kill. But when your hit point is total is below 0 but you're not killed, you can fight on for one more round as if disabled. Oh, that's cool. Exotic weapon proficiency. This is tempting. If you play your pally wrong and you happen to change alignment during your play, you might become a fallen paladin and lose your powers. Yeah. It says if I become evil, I lose my powers. Through anything. I could get tower shields. I'm not sure what to do. Arnardus the Fallen Paladin sounds so good. Does it? Does it really? Oh gosh. Endurance. I think I'll get exotic weapon proficiency. Is that actually? Oh, I thought it meant it would give it. I didn't realize it would give me a choice. I thought it meant like you can use all exotic weapons. Never mind. I might get endurance then. Just for the bonuses. Lawful neutral. Lawful or neutral good. Oh, no, it's not what I think it is. Never mind. I'll pick one and then I'll read it. I do remember some of these from when I last played. I think it's a tie between Shalin and I Am Day. I think maybe Shalin. I think I'll choose Shalin. Okay, Shalin, also known as the Eternal Rose, the Eternal Maiden, and the Incorruptible, is the goddess of art, beauty, love, and music, and the half-sister of Zon Kuthon. Shalin focuses just as much attention on internal beauty as external. As aspects of her role as goddess of beauty, Shalin also promotes the creation of art and the composing and performance of music. Clerics of Shalin frequently are artists themselves. As the goddess of love, Shalin encourages the proliferation of that feeling in all its forms. She is not the goddess of sexuality, lust, or fertility, and makes a very clear distinction between love and sexuality, although she does not in any way discourage erotic love. The few paladins who worship her practice courtly love, domains, air, charm, good luck, protection, and the favored weapon is the glaive. Oh, I don't know now. I'm kind of tempted with this one. I Am Day, also known as the Inheritor, Light of the Sword, and Lady of the Valor, is a goddess of righteous valor, justice, and honor. Having served as Araden's herald, she inherited many of the last Aslante's followers. I thought I was gonna sneeze. Upon his death, and continues to espouse the ideas of honor and righteousness in the defense of good and the battle against evil. Domains, glory, good, law, sun, and war. Favored weapon is the longsword. Is the game worth buying? How are you enjoying your first 20 gameplay hours in the character creation screen? Is it good? I love the character creation screen. It's great. Are you getting bored? You could help me decide which deity to go with. It is. The only thing that would make this game better was if there was co-op play. I think co-op play would make me think this is the perfect game. You're actually helping me a lot. Good. Okay, not those two. Definitely not. I don't want that. So it's one of these four. One of these middle four. I'm missing co-op so much here. Divinity 2 is quite a lot like this. But there are some things in Divinity 2 that this game has. Co-op is great if you find the right people. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we're going with Day. We're going with her. Oh gosh, what was her name? Verona. Oh, we get to choose a birthday. Let's go with... this one. Nell is the right person. Thank you. You're the right person too. I'll never be the right people, thus I am left-handed.
Let's shred them!
Interesting.
We shall overcome! I'm wounded!
I feel faint.
None shall escape!
I'm wounded. An expected outcome.
Calm down.
Oh.
Not dead yet.
Someone else would make better use of...
I won't take that. Out of my way!
My skills exceed yours.
Aim carefully.
We cannot be defeated. Let's move. Strike with all your might!
Okay, brave I think is
Concentrate
good.
on your mistakes. I do not find this to be useful. I will see this through.
I did it! May I see you?
I'll take care of it.
Okay,
we
brave.
won't falter!
Oh, I have to choose my alignment. Well, duh. Lawful
This
good.
doesn't suit me.
Okay. Oh, we've got a bunch of abilities. We've got Smite Evil. We've got Acrobatics, Paladin Proficiencies, Alignment Restrictions, Smite Evil, Elf. Day. Fighting defensively. Okay. We're done. We're done! Let's start! Finally. This game is very beautiful. The design, the graphics, everything is just so lovely.
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori sword lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
It's only been 39 minutes, not 22 hours. Jesus. It's a very slab game. Do you think so? How do you mean?
are they? This is taking forever. It didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
It's made by Russians. Oh. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna move my picture because it's in the way. Okay, that should be better. Hang on. There we go. What? Why? What happened? There goes all of Nell's passwords? What?
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
I love that you can see what they're talking about.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
Lindsay is gonna be coming with me because I do really like her. I'm sorry.
Greetings, everyone. I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Salimius of Rostov. Welcome to my mansion.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Rostov needs.
Thank you, Lord Mayor. Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands.
I'm sorry.
This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the Stolen Lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Rostov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder.
Well, also, you kind of start off with not that many companions, so I'm gonna kind of have to go with her for a while anyway.
Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
You're helping us found a barony. What do you gain from such generosity?
Don't ask stupid questions. Why should you even care? What they have to gain and why, that's for Lady Aldori and I to discuss. It's none of your concern. Your only concern is to swing your sword around, or whatever it is you do.
Of course, we stand to benefit from this enterprise. But if you're concerned that we intend to rule your country from afar, using you as a front, well, please know that these concerns are unfounded. Let's just say that we have a strong interest in the region's stability. We have need of a ruling power we can negotiate with, not bandit gangs and monster hordes.
What is that smell in the air? Is it the smell of unspoken words and political intrigue?
Noticing you've heard her comment, she winks at you coyly. There's a whole team of us. Who exactly will receive the Baron's title?
will, of course. I'm the leader of this team, after all. Don't worry, though. I'll make it worth your while to help me.
I hate this guy so much.
We haven't yet begun, and you already speak of divvying rewards. What makes you think we'll even succeed? There's little point arguing over who gains the title when we'll most likely lose our lives there.
Harem is so depressing as well.
If I may please answer the question.
She takes a long pause, waiting for the voices to die down as everyone directs their attention towards her.
We believe you're all equally deserving of a noble title. Over the course of your expedition, it will be up to you as a team to decide which of you is best suited to rule.
Why not just recognize this stag lord as a baron?
That's a good point. As I see it, this stag lord already holds power over the region with confidence. Many noble bloodlines were started by bandits who just got lucky, weren't they?
I vote me for the noble title.
Perhaps because we do have standards to maintain. This room has seen many celebrations of adventurers, and even those who just got lucky. But giving a noble title to a bandit lord? That's one thing that's never happened here, and it won't while I still breathe.
It's clear as day.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet. Go, and return in triumph.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this stag lord a lesson?
I'm Verona, pleased to meet you.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fellow? I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is barons wear. Doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
Lindsay blushes a little. Wait, a book?
Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly? And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
What about the barbarian? She looks pretty heroic. I think her name's Amiri.
Oh yeah, she's fantastic.
She's so
You can
cool.
tell she could tear a bear's head off with her bare hands, but she kind of scares me just a little. But, I mean, her sword's twice as big as I am. She could cut me down without even noticing. Just think on it a bit, all right? I'm sure you'll agree. All right, I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
Oh right, you can't rotate this one. Okay. This expedition is surely doomed. Our own barony, now that's a prize worth fighting for. Let's go talk to these guys. Finally, the idle talk's over. Can't wait to set out. Tomorrow, our glorious journey begins. Are you ready? I hope so. I don't need any layabouts on my team. Yeah, that's what she'll be for. Northern architecture is beautiful, but very heavy. In my native land of Kadira, places are furnished quite differently. I don't think anyone really talks to you there, it's just all like one-liners. She has quite an interesting backstory.
Help! Help!
Lindsay bursts into your room. She looks scared. Her face is smeared with soot and she holds a weapon in her hands. What's going on?
The mansion's under attack. We need to help. Some villains broke in and started killing everyone. I barely made it. Hurry, we have to help the guards fight off the attackers or we'll all be cut down one by one.
As if to lend credence to Lindsay's words, a scream echoes from the hallway. You're not going anywhere. Okay.
Charge!
Yeah, let's charge.
We can do it! A clean strike.
Done. Okay. The assassins are already here. Follow me quickly. They got someone. We have to help. Look, they're running. Get him. What should I do with this one? We'll finish him later. He won't get away. Smite evil. Paladin can call out to the powers of good to aid her in her struggle against evil. As a swift action, the paladin chooses one target within sight to smite. If this target is evil, the paladin adds her charisma bonus, if any, to her attack rolls, and adds her paladin level to all damage rolls made against the target of her smite. Smite evil attacks automatically bypass any DR the creature might possess. I'm not sure what DR is. But let's do that.
Strike with all your might.
You're just in time. A bit longer and I'd have been... Whew, I don't even want to think about it. Can you imagine what a terrible loss this would have been? But it's all right now.
Thank you.
I'm safe, sound and unscathed, ready to lead you to victory. Lady Jamandi's holding the line in the banquet hall. You know, the one where she had us gathered before. We need to make our way to her. And along the way, we'll try to save some of these dummies who are supposed to accompany us to the stolen lands. Speaking of dummies, take this ring. Quiet now, so that little fool doesn't hear us. She might try to steal it herself. It's magical. It'll protect you. You'll need it while you work to defend me.
The gnome looks back at Lindsay and starts whispering as he takes his ring off his finger, handing it to you. I already know about this, so I'm kind of thinking of just... Oh damn, he can't equip it. I'm not gonna equip it myself. I have a great sword. Okay. Can you trash it? Oh, I'll see if I can actually. How do I trash it? Drop. Yep. Trashed it. Trashed it. Let's see if that does anything.
It is done. Adventures await.
What was it? It wasn't space, was it?
I tire of waiting.
Okay, it's backspace to select all of them. That was the one.
They dare to attack me!
Was a prepared advance. Some Inquisitor sorcerers. Okay.
You deserved it.
No, I missed a bit. Can't believe it, that could have been us. Well, their adventures have certainly come to an end. Oh, that door's blocked. Yeah, I didn't check down here, but there probably won't be much there. I just want to make sure. The curse of ancient Iberia. Tell us, O teacher, why would Bravoy call us barbarians in the books you give us? The gods became angry with our homeland, my son. This land has devoured so many great empires, as if it was unwilling to bear life. There are centuries-old ruins around our settlement. They were ravaged by a star that fell from the sky. The kingdom of the Cyclops was the first victim of its curse. New settlers claimed this land 10 centuries later to establish a beautiful country named Iberia, which stretched from the Lake of the Mists and Vales to the Castrovian Sea. But the curse still lay upon these lands, and trouble came once again. Our ancestors suffered numerous maladies, the tear plague, the char death, the choking death, one after another, leaving only pain behind. People say that Otib the Necromancer was to blame, but who knows, a great civilization was turned to dust. This is why I'm teaching you. Bravoy shouldn't make fun of you or call you barbarians.
No stopping now.
Well, let's go in here. Oh no, is everyone dead? Pathetic. They couldn't even defend themselves, but they thought they could conquer the stolen lands. I hate Tartuccio.
Onwards.
Meow. Come here, cat.
March on.
The cat's like, holy shit, there's like 3 armored people chasing after me. Now that's paladin action. Resisted the temptation of juicy plus 1 AC. He's got the point in this case. True, but they were like snuck up on. Kinda.
It's the end for you rats!
Stuff you kill in one hit, slaughtered everyone. Yeah, I guess so. But that's only because of my difficulty settings, isn't it?
Oh, it's you. Stay up from under my feet or I'll strike you down.
The barbarian's face is distorted with rage. She grinds her teeth and sweat drips from her forehead. Noticing Tartuccio, she swings her sword but stops it just in time.
Blood for Gorum!
Swinging her bloody sword, she runs towards the sound of battle.
Barbarians.
I think that's exactly how heroes should be.
What, stupid, sweaty, and always looking for something to gobble up or lop the head off of? Calistria, save me from such heroes.
The cat's like coming with us. She's a bard. Bardette. Little things that make this game special. Yeah, she's a bard. Oh god, I missed all this. What in the hell's name is that? The cat's just like there. There they are, the assassins. This is your last chance. Drop your weapons and we'll spare your lives. So generous. I'm afraid I can't offer you the same courtesy. Hey, you ugly mug. Get them! And that's when the big guy came in. Is there anything this way? Or is this just the way out? Okay, we need to go this way. The paints of cats in this game are going to be so different. I should have taken a screenshot. Where did the cat go? Is it still here?
No stopping now.
There it is! Is there a way to hide the UI? Let's have a look. No, there isn't. There's a shortcut to mute the sound and the music, though. Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? Come on, cat. I've got to keep following the cat, otherwise,
Follow me.
Where is it? Where is it?
No stopping now.
I've lost it! It's a fat cat. Steam will probably have an achievement already. You can play at work and quickly mute when the boss comes. I seriously can't see this cat anymore. It went down here and it hid like where that wall is and now it's gone. There it is. I don't think I got it. I can hear it!
Onwards.
There it is. What is it doing? Okay. That's enough. That's enough. We've got it. The heavy grate is securely locked. Dramatic cat chasing tune. Thank you.
Applause, please. Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Leave this one to me.
Downfall!
Just die already!
Why doesn't he do a spell? I suppose I have to tell him. Whoops. An armory. I'm sure Jamandi wouldn't mind if we borrowed some weapons.
March on.
But I don't think that there's anything here that's any good. I think this one was good. My arms look a bit strange. Cooking a almanac. This ain't Skyrim, you actually have to play your characters. Okay. It is perhaps Avistan's most popular dish in the capital of Shaliax. It is baked in a cheese crust and sprinkled with lemon juice. The local fishermen use a different cooking method in Kadira, which is on the opposite end of Avistan. There you will find it finely chopped and mixed cold ingredients. The exact origin of the dish remains unknown. Orijo, thank you so much for the follow. It is 3:34 in the afternoon. I'm in the UK. How about you? The exact origin of the dish remains unknown, but it is generally believed to have been invented in Andorran and spread around the globe by seafarers and pilgrims. It's served as plain pate in its most basic version. To prepare it, soak the herring in spiced marinade, then mince it into a spreadable paste. Add a mashed tart green apple, hard-boiled quail eggs, the freshest butter you can find, and half an onion. The list of ingredients may vary in the inland regions. In the region of Namathas, beef or lamb is used for this snack. I once tasted a highly original and equally highly disgusting version cooked with milk and mushrooms on the border of Druma. That's nice.
It is done.
Oh, you're in Spain. Yeah, same time zone.
Oh, familiar faces. I hope you're not so frightened as to swing at every shadow. It's me, Jaethal. I don't recommend advancing down the hallway, assuming you value your life, of course. There were a few people with me, and you can see what happened to them.
And just how did they all end up dead while you don't seem to have a scratch?
Tartuccio eyes Jaethal suspiciously.
I'll answer but briefly and just once. Further scares and explanations will wait until we aren't being hunted by a group of assassins. Deal? All right. I'm undead. These traps are deadly to the living, but they're harmless to me.
What do you mean undead? Really? Like zombies or skeletons or...
As I said, further explanations will wait until later. All you need to know right now is that we're on the same side, and we have to fight off a small army of hired assassins. Let's get to it.
Jaethal looks at Lindsay as though at an annoying fly.
No stopping now.
Okay, we can deal with this.
I see something. Applause, please.
How curious.
Applause, please. Would you look at that? Anything else?
Okay, I can probably dump some of this stuff. To go outside, so let's go here first. What are you dallying for? I'm telling you, Jamandi's cache has to be here somewhere. Well, hurry up before someone... Stop! Someone's coming!
Any last wishes?
Let's get him to do something. Ray of Frost. She can do something too. Ear-piercing scream. And what can she do? Inflict light wounds. Let's do that. And she can just attack. Hey, that was good. Ear-piercing scream. Applause, please! It is a bit, yeah. I remember this. Do they need to be all up or all down?
I'll make my own legend.
And Lindsay
Put
was
someone there. There we go. That's everything. Let's save, actually.
You cannot stand against me.
You can
I
charge.
can't cast it like that.
Why? You can. Do the splitting scream thing. You can not do that one. Magic missile. Let's do that. And you can charge as well.
Learn how to use it first. Unworthy. Wretched things.
Everything is so much fun with a little fire. What a night, huh? I thought I was all alone. It's good you're here. A bit boring, chasing fool assassins without anyone watching the show.
The tiefling girl you saw at the reception before the attack stops nearby and waves her tail with excitement.
It's not fun at all. Many people have died for nothing.
You sound like a Kelishite, am I right?
Of course. I'm from Kadira. But tales of hot deserts and shady oases can wait until the fighting's finished. But if you'd like to share a dinner and pleasant conversation, just say the word.
Okay.
I like making new
Thank you.
friends.
I don't think we've met.
I am Kayesi, one of the many here who seek a better fate, answering the call of Lady Jamandi. But unlike the others, I never dropped my guard, day or night. It's why I'm still alive.
There are assassins on the prowl. We have to go.
I don't know where you're heading, but I'll be at the entrance to the main hall. I think I saw some guards there. Join me there, if you wish.
The tiefling salutes you and runs ahead nimbly.
Grotus, I can sense your silhouette hovering over me. It won't be much longer. Soon we shall meet, O Lord of Oblivion.
A dwarf is lying on the ground, staring into the dark sky. He doesn't seem to have any severe wounds, but his trembling whisper is weak, as though he were at death's door. Aren't you being a bit premature? Look at yourself, you've barely got a scratch.
That's impossible. Oh, it seems you might be right.
The dwarf lifts his head and inspects his body carefully, then tries to move his hands and feet.
It seems I will live. I suppose I must postpone meeting my god. Not for long, I'm sure. But while we remain in this transient world, Arim is at your service.
me.
Ask her about the dragons.
Onwards.
You, run and get an axe. You, bring more water. You, stay here and hold our defense. Those assassins are still around here somewhere.
The stout man's unshaven face is covered with scars. There's blood on his armor, but he doesn't even seem to notice his wounds as he confidently gives orders to the guards.
Aha! Some of our guests survived. Good. You need to get to the banquet hall and help Lady Jamandi.
Do you need help putting out the fire?
No, we'll manage. I've got my best people here. Those who still live. Your place is by Lady Aldori's side.
It doesn't seem right. What if some of the guards are wounded? We need to help them.
Where's the hall?
You'll have to run through the fire. We've almost put it out at the entrance, so your main concern should be to not inhale any smoke. Hold your breath and take the first right, then head straight down the hallway.
Who are you?
Keston, House Garess, a fighter in the service of Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori. Right now, I'm in charge of the mansion guards. As you can see, there's a lot to do.
If I were a rich and influential lady like Jamandi, I'd also get myself a manly captain of the guard. Or two.
What's going on?
Someone opened the gate, let in a group of assassins in the middle of the night. Now they've set the mansion on fire to cut off access to the hall. They don't want Lady Jamandi to get reinforcements. We cleared the passage so you can get through. Just try to avoid inhaling the smoke. We'll be right behind you. We just need to put out the fire first to save the mansion.
Considering Lady Jamandi's fame, I'm not surprised that a whole pack of assassins were unleashed on her, including a giant. But what's at stake? What could anyone hope to gain?
I'll go immediately.
Fire doesn't frighten me, thanks to hell's blood running in my veins. I'll go ahead and wait for you on the other side. Catch up!
May Abadar keep you safe.
Let's quickly check that there's nothing else. No, I think we've got everything.
Anything is possible.
Well, how do we... Okay. And so our adventure started, earlier and much more tragic than we'd expected. The whole team who'd gathered in the hall yesterday had been reduced to but a handful of brave souls, led by Verona, and not at all by that scoundrel Tartuccio, no matter what he might have imagined of himself. Jamandi Aldori was waiting for us, but to get to her we'd have to march through fire, literally. As we approached the burning building, we covered our noses and mouths before we rushed inside. It was a good thing we hadn't wasted any time. After entering the building and taking just a few steps forward, the wall behind us slanted and crashed down with a terrible crackling sound, blocking the way back. While we may not have planned on going back, if we'd come in a little later, the flaming logs and red-hot bricks would have fallen right on our heads. Regardless, we were left with only one way to go. The hot air burned our lungs and our eyes watered from the smoke, but Verona led us stubbornly through the flames, while Tartuccio did nothing useful at all. We made it to the hallway leading to the banquet hall when we heard someone calling for us. It was Valerie, one of the guards I'd chatted with a bit in the banquet hall. Even then, in that calm setting, I'd been stunned by her beauty, but now, amid the smoke and flame, she looked like a celestial avenger, an armored deity, menacing but beautiful and merciful, descending from the higher spheres to help us poor mortals. She held a burned, barely living guard in her arms. "There are two more," she shouted as she passed by us. "They're wounded! Help me pull them out!" Tartuccio grumbled something about how Jamandi was waiting for us. Meanwhile, Verona rushed to save the guards from the fire. Yes! Saving the poor fellows didn't take long. Together we lifted them up and carried them away from the fire. Only then did Valerie pause to catch her breath and wipe the sweat from her face. "Thank you, that was truly noble of you," she said. And now, let us rush to Lady Eldori's aid. Ensuring the guards we'd rescued were relatively safe, we'd made our way to the hall, where the battle was already in full swing. I love those book parts, they're really cool. Catch up! That's what she thinks the blood is. Ketchup. And collected loot. Oh, we've actually got quite a fair bit. Nah, we're leaving that. We're leaving the ring. I don't care if it gives that +1 AC. The book parts are awesome. In Pillars of Eternity, they have done similar bits. I'll have to play that one day. I've forgotten how much I like these games. Reinforcements are already on the way. Say your prayers, scum. Okay.
This is my path.
Just letting the ink dry.
So we're gonna have to meet them.
Who will prevail?
The help has arrived. Quick, we need to save Lady Jabandi.
I can't cast it like that.
Why?
I can't cast it like that.
There she goes. Doesn't he have magic missile? Yeah, he does.
Learn how to use it first.
Oh, he couldn't do bless. And she can charge as well. They can pretty much handle themselves, though. Praise be Erastil, we made it. That's it. Time to count our losses, I suppose.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger. And that means I made the right choice. Just as I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin your expedition immediately.
Why does she say Darduccio? He's seriously not done anything. The music here is a bit Witcher-like. Yeah, like the vocals. I noticed earlier, like, when it was, like the first scene when you're in this hall and you're hearing about what the expedition is, it was kind of Witcher-like there as well. So I have to have space and a straight line. Okay. I'll try and remember that.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. The vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You think I wouldn't recognize Iroveti's seal? That's why she wasn't killed. The bandits recognized her as one of their own by this signet ring.
We need to make 2 teams to find out. It's too hard to determine. Yeah, the lady who helped everyone along the way, or a douchebag. We have no idea. It's really not obvious at all. I'll show my hands. What ring? What ring? I'm innocent. I don't know what you're talking about.
Lady Aldori, I saw it with my own eyes. The ring must be in her pocket. Search her and I'm sure...
Enough, Tartuccio. I'm still the one giving orders here. We won't be searching anyone.
Yeah.
There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
I haven't even said anything. I've not said that it was him. I've not said anything. All that's happened is he's accused me and said that I have a ring that I clearly don't have.
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
How could you say that? We fought together. We literally went through fire together. And then you vanished into thin air. After you promised you'd wait.
You're too good to be real. You must be hiding something. Oh yeah, clearly. I'm clearly a spy.
My words might be rash.
The tiefling is obviously embarrassed.
I bet my life despises anyone but this woman. I saw how she dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with her through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand. He's got the eyes of a spy. And the mug of a spy!
I didn't realize that she was gonna do that. Western spy!
Lady Aldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed her true colors. She forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
I shouldn't have done that, really. I'm gonna do lawful neutral. Because I'm lawful. I'm lawful and good, and that's the only one where one of those sort of falls into it, so... Forgive me for my trespass. In my defense, we were in the middle of a battle and in dire need of weapons.
Considering the circumstances, that was more than reasonable.
That was a sound decision. Sometimes one must act at one's own risk and peril, until crossing the boundaries of what is allowed. Showing initiative is no crime.
Oh yeah, even Valerie's on my side. Lawful.
It is insane when faced with death to stop and question whether you may be breaking some law or rule. Even more insane would be to ask forgiveness for making the right decision. Sorry, but your words display a lack of wisdom.
I'm not very wise anyway. I dumped all my wisdom for charisma.
She pulled right before we came in here. She knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, she dallied as long as she could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. She was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
People were dying right in front of me. How could I just walk by?
Trying to save others is commendable, but Tartuccio's right. You were needed here more.
Fuck you.
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but she behaved decently, as a true leader.
Who needs wisdom when one got look? God's looks. Yeah, exactly.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight. Not someone who would put a valuable ally's life in danger for the sake of some servant.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the stolen lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. please allow me to join the expedition.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the two teams would you prefer to accompany?
If my leader allows, I would join her team. She seems a worthy commander in my eyes.
Commanders, military leaders, all these laws and rules are but dust and vanity. I suppose I will accompany Tartuccio.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
Ugh, Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
As for me, I know neither of these two. At least not well enough. And I have no wish to become an unwitting pawn to an unworthy leader. If Lady Jamandi allows, I'll remain in Restov and help mend the wounds this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the stolen lands, but not yet.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this woman. As for you, Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
All right, we have two teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the Stolen Lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navakta's Crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Levitin's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies. I'd like to believe you, but I know all too well how convincing traitors and spies can be. If you're truly innocent, I hope you can forgive me this precaution. While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Patax. But you should know that it isn't just Patax we need to worry about. The Royal House of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless. And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
Yay! Talented warrior with barely enough strength to move in her own armor. Okay, I'll stop. I don't mind.
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, Stolen Lands. Heroes are on the way.
Random encounter.
To victory!
Okay. You can charge.
This didn't work. I must be doing it wrong. Let us strike as one!
Yes, you can charge. You can do this. And you can charge too.
Not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed.
Fine, you can go there.
I'm not doing it wrong. The spell is flawed.
Whatever, just attack. More cats of Kingmaker. I suppose they would be cats of Kingmaker, but unfortunately they're all dead. Ooh. Oh, she gets quite a lot of persuasion. Why? All of her skills are class skills. That's ridiculous. Gosh. Something befell them. Don't know what. I guess we want trickery. Mobility. Let's give her some lore as well. Actually, let's give her world knowledge. World knowledge, law religion, and law nature. Lindsay OP pulls nerf. She's a bit OP. I don't get how all of those skills are class skills. Oh. Canny observer? I guess. Oh right, I get to choose the spells. This is good, because now I can actually understand what spells they have. UMD, UMD, UMD! I can go back. UMD. There we go. UMD. Okay. Can I undo? Can I get rid of them? I do want that one though. Summon monster. No, in this game you can't undo. I don't really like these ones because I don't want to end up hitting my own party. In Neverwinter Nights you can though. Yeah, you can. Hideous laughter. I think that would be her kind of thing. And let's get sleep. Oh, it's only one. Never mind. Hideous laughter it is.
Give the order.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Well,
Pick varnish, then she can wash party's clothes. Oh, vanish. But what if she accidentally vanished all the clothes? Then they would be in a bit of trouble, wouldn't they?
March on.
Save yourselves, fools! In the name of the Stag Lord, the lawful authority in the stolen lands, we demand this week's tax and some beer. Where's that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for the Stag Lord's tax. Hand over the money and we'll be on our way. Okay. You want to drink some of my blood too? I'm sick of you. You're like locusts. You think you control everything around here just because you put up that painted rag of yours? You come here, squeeze us dry, and come... Oleg, a large man with a rough face, stops talking when he notices you. Ah, you must be guests from Rostov. My task is to clear this land of bandits. I'll start right now. Retreat! We're too few for a fight. Let's call for help from the camp. No way. Just means we can rob a few idiots instead of just one. To arms, everyone.
Charge!
She can do her hideous laughter. I think she can charge there.
Serves you right.
There we go. They all got crap. Take that, you scoundrels! Oleg shakes his fist. But now! He scratches his head and stares at the ground gloomily. The girl got away. Plague on her. She's certain to complain to the Stag Lord. They came before to collect taxes, but this time they'll come to punish treason. Now what are we to do? If only I could send Svetlana somewhere safe and show those rats what's what. He notices a fair-haired woman approach. Dove, why are you here? I told you to stay hidden. It's all over. I just saw it. I just needed to be sure you were all right. The woman looks at her husband tenderly, if with a hint of sorrow. Oleg mumbles something as he looks away, embarrassed. My name's Svetlana. I'm sorry your arrival to our trading post turned out so unwelcoming. Let's get to the point. You say bandits are going to attack again. Who are they and when will they arrive? Oh? What happened? Oleg waves his hands sullenly. If she vanishes all your clothes, then your party will get +3 to persuade check versus males. Hideous laughter sounds like something I keep casting on my streams. Or is it manical laughter? I like your laugh. It's great. Who are they? They're the Stag Lord's gang, that's who. These lands teem with bandits like bedbugs in a beggar's hut, and you just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. The Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are more like demons than men. You have nothing to fear. I'll help you deal with the attack. Well, I appreciate your good intentions. I may not have the best manners, but Oleg Leverton is the last name you'll hear accused of being ungrateful. If we manage to defend this post, I'll reward you proper. Oh, Tommins. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the sub. And for being subbed for 7 months. I really appreciate that. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue, Dove. Now, we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some tools that can be used for the battle. There are pretty solid traps around, some tar, and a box of alchemist fire, looks like. Alchemist fire. We could put it by the gate, light it off with a burning arrow when those bandits are nearby. That could set the post on fire, Oleg shouts, surprised. Well, maybe if we covered the walls with something to protect them. Alright, yes, I think it could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. I used to be pretty good with a bow back in my day. Can you answer a few more questions for me? I'm afraid they'll come back while we're chatting away, but what's to be done? Oleg mumbles. They claimed they were collecting taxes. Why? For the Stag Lord and his cronies, of course. That Stag Lord fancies himself a king in these parts. He may have antlers for a crown, but all the troublemakers around here are happy to follow his orders as long as they're paid. So they charge an arm and a leg as taxes. Then they call their executions punishment for treason. Even those who never swore allegiance to the Stag Lord, they're killed fast, and if they're lucky. If not... Oleg looks to Svetlana. Dove, why don't you go start supper while we finish our talk? I've no need to be protected from dark talk. I'm not some bland kitten, you know. I've seen what they do to people. Svetlana lowers her head. Most of the gang is made up of simple bandits, but there are a few monsters among the leadership, especially those close to the Stag Lord. Ux and Dovin from Nisroch come to mind. They like to make a show of their tortures and executions. My husband and I, we saw the bodies. Buying ice cream. Nice. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I started a new job last week, full-time, so, and that's going really well, actually. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. It's basically they're a biometrics and evidence collection service for the Home Office. So they do we do fingerprints and scan passports and stuff and collect proof of address to prove people are wanting to stay here. Basically. It's for visas and stuff. Tell me as much as you know. How many bandits are there? What do they want? What do they want? Those bloodsuckers think they own this land. They come, take what they want, and steal the better part of our money every month as a toll for their leader. They even broke our gates so we couldn't try to hide anything from them. No one knows exactly how many there are. Sometimes only 5 or 6 come. Sometimes it's a whole gang. I've shown them what for long ago. Not for Svetlana. Enough about the bandits for now. Meanwhile, they'll never have enough. I saw someone run out of the trading post. Do you know who it is? That must have been Bokken. He sells potions. He lives out in the forest like a hermit, but he comes here every day. He knows every tree and bush in the area and how they can help you. The Stag Lord's gang wants him to work for them. He lacks the courage to fight those bandits, but he won't just walk away from us. He has a good heart, even if he grumbles a lot, especially recently. Oh my gosh! Agent Brigman! Welcome, everyone! Thank you so much for the raid! Hey, Grumskang! Hey, everyone! How are you doing? Hello, Mama Bean! Welcome to the stream! I'm just playing some Pathfinder Kingmaker. I've just, well, I say I just started a new game. 2 hours ago, I started a new game. And, I'm still kind of new to this. But we've got to this trading post that's being attacked by bandits, and we're gonna help protect them. Okay, tell me more about yourselves. Oleg shifts uncomfortably. Surely there are more important things to discuss. Well, alright. We're just honest people who came here from Restov. We fixed up the old fort to house travelers and give merchants a place to trade with the locals. We also deal with the occasional huntsman in the area. Mama Bean, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. And Modin as well. Thank you so much. I was watching this during the weekend as well. You're all gonna make me have to buy this game. It's a great game. It's a really great game. The only thing I think would make this the perfect game would be if there was co-op. That's the only thing that I wish this game had. What does any of this matter? When those bandits come back, they'll either drain us dry or just kill us. I'd like to see your goods. Don't know what good trading will serve if those bloodsuckers come back and take everything, but alright, have a look. You could also try looking on GOG and stuff. I got this game on not GOG. G2A. I got this on G2A, like, because normally it's like £30 and I got it for like 20. So it was about a third off, which was quite good. Ever-burning torch. I will keep that. Let's get rid of those. I'm sure everyone has good armor already, so I'm just gonna trash everything. What's this? Light wounds, moderate wounds. Let's just get rid of those two. Already read that, already read that. Vamping supplies we'll keep. Those other things we'll keep as well. Maybe he has some nice weapon. I think it's worth looking to see what I actually have first. Oh, I need to level up. I am a paladin. What am I doing? Let's get another rank of athletics. And more persuasion. Guarding hands. Beginning at certain level, a paladin can heal wounds, her own or those of others, by touch. Each day she can use this ability a number of times equal to half her paladin level plus charisma modifier. With one use of this ability, a paladin can heal 1d6 hit points of damage at every 2 paladin levels she possesses. Despite the name of this ability, a paladin only needs 1 free hand to use the ability. Okay, so I can actually heal myself and others. Divine Troth. The Divine Guardian pledges her protection to a willing creature for the day. Does creature mean just animals? Oh, Bokken's here now. A frail, disheveled old man wearing a stained, tattered robe gives you a gloomy look. I'm Bokken, Lobel Herbalist. What brings you here? We could use your help fighting the bandits. Where's this coming from? You want an old man like me to fight? Here, take this potion. Consider that my help in your fight. Thank you. The bandits here bother you as much as Svetlana and Oleg, maybe more. Help us get rid of them for good. I'd rather sit in the bushes and watch you and Oleg beat the daylights out of those thugs. Watching from a distance is more fun, you know. Tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? I'm a herbalist, make potions and sell them, gather herbs, roots, berries. I live in the forest, live off the land. Since leaving Restov for these parts, I ended up a merchant here at Oleg and Svetlana's post. They let me in and out of kindness, help me with things. They bring me water or firewood when it's cold, and the occasional barrel of honey. They're good people. We'll talk later.
No stopping now.
Oh, it's a little doggy. That's so cute. I think there was some stuff that we can pick up, like to set up the fight. A crossbow? I mean,
onwards.
We don't really need that. I don't really want to take stuff from them. I don't know if it counts, but I am a lawful good character, so I don't want to
follow me.
Take things if they're not necessary. Although, potatoes. I say that, but potatoes. I'm lawful good, I swear. Okay, maybe some gold. I'm sorry! Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. I just can't help myself.
It is done.
I thought there was stuff we could use. Maybe it's inside. Or maybe he's already done it. Let's just do it. Let's go back to the possible attack. If we keep dallying, we'll end up talking with the attackers rather than about them if they're even willing to talk. And prepare for the attack. Get in your positions and wait. Fear not. I'll stand between you and this scum. You're under my protection. Amory flexes her shoulders. Finally, a fight! Was bored with all that talking. Well, these aren't the heroics I was hoping to write about, but I guess even the greatest heroes have to start somewhere. I see you're not easily cowed. I beg you, be careful, and please, don't let Oleg do anything too risky. Svetlana, go inside and hide. We're going to meet our guests.
We will prevail!
Welcome back, Neb. Origin offers Grump's going. Maybe you can just PM Orijo? But I don't have a Nightbot. The link should have still been there because I haven't banned links or anything. I'm just being a troll. Oh, I see. I thought you were being really nice. Taters, it's your job to take them in order to protect them. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I need the potatoes to protect them. Right, let's charge. You can do the laughter. You can also charge, I guess. Maybe she has to come all the way down here to do it. Let's inspire courage. Why not? Are they all dead? Oh no. Okay, now they're all dead. Easy. Ooh, a cloak. We did it, Oleg, we did it. Potatoes are safe. Oleg is breathing heavily, but he shakes his fist in the air menacingly. You rats got you what you deserved. Now they're no better than to treat honest people like cattle. We should call Bokken out before he freezes in those bushes. Now, my lady, head on to the guest rooms on the second floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. And this is for your efforts. Now, don't offend me by trying to turn it down. Just take it. An honest fight deserves an honest reward. If that were more common practice in this world, I think life would just be so much better. We did it! Message deleted by superior powers.
No stopping now.
The difference in difficulty settings is huge. I wiped it like 5 times. Yeah, I'm on kind of like, not the easiest, but I'm on sort of custom. Let's save actually, because I haven't saved in a while. Yeah, it's not like the easiest. I've got the enemy difficulty on normal rather than weak. But yeah, it's pretty much on the easy. Yeah. Oh, you can turn off like stuff in the dialogues. That's interesting. Now Naz is playing on hard, she just makes it look easier than it is. No, I'm afraid it's quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. Let's talk to Svetlana. I'm glad it's all over. Even if there was a fight, we'll talk tomorrow. Once I've finished working. Sorry for the awful
march on
accent. I was just trying to make the characters sound a bit different because there's so many characters.
Applause, please.
Oh, there's a book. Guide for Travelers, Hunters and Explorers of the River Kingdoms, Volume 5, Monsters and Beasts, The Will-O-Wisp. An amusing glowing ball which looks harmless and doesn't arouse any natural suspicion, pretends to be a guiding light in the marshes but leads travellers to certain death. The agonising fear of the victims is this monster's nourishing dinner. If you manage to resist their tricks, make sure you have some electrical protection. If the monster electrocutes any visitors, it fails to lure into terror. Werewolf. Werewolves prefer to hunt in groups and attack lone travellers. It's entirely possible that a Varazan camp or troop could turn into a pack of bloodthirsty lycanthropes under cover of darkness. Ordinary weapons stand little chance against them, but a silver blade greatly increases your chance of survival. Primals. Powerful creatures of the primal realm occasionally visit this world for amusement. It's best to stay out of a primal's way. Don't fight it. It's extremely dangerous. But if a life is at stake, resort to cold steel. Can you disable the applause please thing? I don't think none of us can handle it much longer. Yeah, you have to dismiss her basically. You wake up from a nasty dream that tortured you almost all night long. If in it you saw a wall of unnaturally thick fog that surrounded you, slowly moving closer and closer. A quick look out of the window and you find out that the fog was not a figment of your imagination, not a dream. And then...
Hear me. Please hear me. Can you hear me? Please.
The half-transparent outline of a beautiful nymph appears before you. Even in this ghostly form, it's clear that she's exhausted. Her shoulders are slouched and her large blue eyes burn within her pale face. Her voice is barely more than a whisper as she reaches towards you. It seems that only you can see or hear the nymph. Who are you?
Who am I? Just a tear shed by the land itself. The bitter sigh of nature. I am a nymph, the guardian of this area. A defeated guardian. Call me the guardian of the bloom, if you wish.
What do you want from me?
Aid. Salvation. We have a common enemy, and long have I searched for someone who can defeat him. The one you call the Stag Lord. As a storm strikes ruthlessly with gusts and lightning, the Stag Lord wreaks havoc with the swords of his servants. And not just in the world of people. The land also suffers from the evil he brings. My forests and my flowers suffocate in this fog. Soon, even I will vanish, as the last ray of light fades at dusk.
Yeah, I really like her voice. This character is so cool. How can I help you?
This fog, it enshrouds, entangles, suffocates. If only I could learn how it was created. But my powers wane. I have barely the strength to call out to you. All I know for certain is that somewhere in this forest lies an old house, and it echoes with the remnants of a strange power. The Stag Lord and his druid were there. The fog hides this place from me, but I can point you to the bandits' camp near the Thornford. Make them tell you where this place is. Go there and listen to the echo, catch the whispers, search for anything that can tell you how the fog was created. Once the fog clears, nature will breathe again, and you will be able to easily find your way to the fortress of our mutual enemy.
The Stag Lord is responsible for the fog.
Yes. It hides his fortress as well as his dark deeds. But while responsible, he did not create this affliction. It is the work of a powerful druid who has betrayed even himself. I know not why the powers did not leave this renegade, but even I was unable to defeat him.
Alright, I understand. Farewell.
I don't believe in fate, stranger. But our meeting seems more than a coincidence.
The nymph's whisper fades as she disappears. I guess now we could talk to the characters, but I think I'd rather just set off because we've done a lot of a lot of talking and stuff. I want to do some fighting. We can do that next time or later on. Oh, I've got to level up. Thanks, sorry Joe. That's nice. Explore some caves. Yeah, let's do that. A jittery old man in squalid clothing shuffles up to you. His grey hair is unkempt and he continually clenches and unclenches his wrinkled, freckled hands. When he stops and looks up at you, his eyes widen and he tugs his beard. Strange weather, invisible fog creeping out of the woods, soars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting about seemingly at random. I don't like this old man. Looks like the kind who can cast the evil eye. Who are you? The old man freezes for a moment. Remus, but that won't help with the fog. What are you doing here? The old man raises a thick eyebrow curiously. I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe. The fog looks visible enough to me. I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before. The old man wipes his hand across his face and sighs wearily. But someone must look, and no one else can. An invisible fog, does that mean you can find your way through it? The fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. I should probably go. The old man stares at you intently. You hasten. You should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. He searches for power. He'll find it. My rival? Do you mean Tartuccio? The old man tucks his beard again. He's not tall, but he wants to climb high. Beside him are those who could stand against him and might yet still. What power is he searching for? Someone else's, old, but forever young. That which was taken from another. That which gave joy and now gives death. Can you tell me where he is now? He is in an old tomb, south of the trading post. Thank you. The old man nods. All the more reason not to linger. Farewell. The old man turns and walks away slowly, muttering softly. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer it shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death.
Onwards.
That was interesting. Thanks, Snap. Beware of the fog piranhas. Those aren't fun. Definitely avoid those. South of the trading post. I suppose we should go towards that.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
We should gather our strength.
Yeah, let's rest then. Let's see, how do I manage this again? I definitely shouldn't do that. Neither should she. Would she be better? Yeah, she's good at the stealth. Cooking. Can I do cooking? Not Valerie. I'll do cooking then. Okay. Let's do that. Can we do that? Oh, you have to have 2 more people. Okay. Never mind. Aw, I messed up cooking. She's best voicing Ents. I haven't had an excuse to do that for ages. Old Oak. Let's go here. Looks like there's some fog here.
No stopping now.
Troll. Let's quickly level up. I don't know why she has a religion. I suppose that's part of her thing. You get mobility and athletics. Combat mobility. Yeah, let's get that. Or combat reflexes. Or coordinated defense. Okay, that relies on another person having coordinated defense. Let's get combat mobility, I think. And we've got to level up the barbarian too. Let's give her nature law. Better perception. Better athletics and mobility, I guess. Oh, rage power. Two claw attacks. Defensive posture. Lethal stance, reckless stance. Let's get lethal stance.
I stand ready.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
You can do that one, and you can just charge as well.
I won't give up.
Can this work?
Can it be the end?
Oh, he makes will saves. Maybe I can daze him? Or not. Oh my gosh, I'm dead! Damn. She can go into rage then.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
This won't kill me. I'll survive.
Holy shit.
I'll always survive.
Protect me. What a miserable last chapter.
Not dead. -4 HP. I think that's one of the first times I've ever wiped. Nell was fired from voicing Ents in the Lord of the Rings movies because they were already long enough. And that's it for the Iron Man round. I think they're too tough. I think I should go somewhere else for now. Back to character creation.
A rest is in order.
We should gather our strength.
Make it easier, but permadeath. You'd have to go through all of the text over and over. Oh. Verona suddenly awoke inside the house. Dogs were howling fiercely not far away. It smelled like burning. The wooden walls were steaming hot, and smoke was wreathing beneath the low ceiling. She jumped out the window. Kicking out the window, Verona jumped out into the darkness. An arrow hit her shoulder and she heard laughter and shouts of triumph. She surged forward to the rope bridge. Reaching the middle of the river, Verona cast a glance back and noticed that a young man wearing an antlered helm cut one of the ropes with an axe. The bridge began to collapse as its ropes twisted and snapped. Verona's skin felt cold. She heard the murmur of the water and the soft lapping of waves. After opening her eyes, she saw a rocky river bottom and a bloated body tangled in green water weeds. The drowned man's empty gaze was fixed upon Verona. The drowned man's mouth opened slowly and a hoarse whisper said, "Shrike River, Verona." At this moment, Verona suddenly awoke. Drenched in sweat, she told us what she'd seen in the dream. Oh, that's the ancient tomb. Okay. Four hours character creation, 10 minutes play, 4 hours character creation.
A rest is in order.
Would feel totally like pen and paper. Oh, well, now we've got to level them again. I think that must have been what I've done. Oh, it was law nature. It was lethal stance. Okay. Can we make camp here? The party will not rest. No, I want to rest. How do I pick up this stuff? Maybe I just don't. A gnome in a gaudy purple garb seizes your attention. Of course, the scoundrel Tartuccio, who you know from your time in Restov. The vile gnome is standing on a small hill, expressing his discontentment in every way he can muster.
Let me guess, you're still dawdling. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and colored trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come one, come all! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golorian!
Stop right there, role-playing please. What god does your character worship?
Why hurry? The same end awaits us all.
Hold your tongue, gnome. I can hardly tell your twaddle from the buzzing of a fly.
They're the same police that stop you if your character's running when they have no reason to be running.
Quickly now, if we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools!
Tartuccio turns his angry gaze upon you. He nods to his guards to draw their weapons. Don't you have some other pressing business to attend? Perhaps Jamandi's quest for the search for the Stag Lord?
I might ask you the very same. Aren't you supposed to be searching the local forest for some bandit boss in a horned hat?
Get to the point, Tartuccio. I know you're looking for an artifact and you're planning to use it against me.
Whatever did I do to deserve someone like you? Here, you fools, drop your shovels. We're leaving. The rest of you, cover my retreat. Yeah!
They need to move closer.
Serves you right. You deserved it.
No, he's dead anyway. Alright.
Is in order.
But I can't rest here either. Damn it! Just want them to sleep. I guess that'll have to be when we go back outside. Seen from afar to be but cracks in the stone, but turns out to be a faded image of the sun. A grinning jackal's skull has recently been scratched on the top of the image. Judging by the outline, this bas-relief once depicted the sun and moon. Now it's almost completely eroded. On closer inspection, one can discern the outline of a head with a single eye. The image carved in the stone has almost completely worn away over ages. One can still distinguish a sickle, a sword, and a skull with a single eye socket covered with a coin. Let's sleep on their bodies. They're still warm. Exactly.
I see something.
This requires your attention.
Ooh, secret room.
Check that out.
Applause, please.
A bas-relief of the sun long eroded the vague outlines of 4 strange creatures have been carved over it. How sweet the first breath of fresh air after the stale, damp stuffness of that tomb. Before us stretched an unending heath, replete with hills and gullies and patches of low shrubs. Already the trail of Tartuccio and his companions had gone cold. But we would not give up so easily. Whether the trail went cold or not, it was one we had to follow. No blade of grass was bent. It must have had enough time to straighten back up, since whoever last passed through, but the heath's dry earth preserved the prints of little shoes. Our eyes to the ground, we followed the trail. We walked and walked until finally we came to a huge gully, the dried up bed of a river of yore. But what is this? At the edge, the grass was trampled down and the soil turned up, and claw prints, lots of them. We'd stumbled upon a fresh battlefield, and here the trail split. One set of footprints walked away from the battle and down into the gully. The brave footprints that faced down their enemies followed the path along its edge. Try to imagine who or what left these claw marks. And here the trail split. The claw marks were not deep, the attackers were small and lean, and more, these creatures walked on 2 legs. Finally, the form of the prince left no doubt in our minds. We'd stumbled onto kobold lands. Lindsay, shoot me in the forehead, please. You really hate her, don't you? We carefully studied the trail that led down into the gully. To our surprise, we discovered that the little shoe prints turned into little clawed footprints on their way to the gully. It was as if someone from Tartuccio's band was wearing shoes and then either took them off or grew claws, then jumped into the gully to avoid the battle. We examined the path that snaked along the gully. The path was frequently used. In its dust, we saw both sets of footprints together. It was clear that those who had no claws left the battle surrounded by those that did. We stood a while in thought, then followed the single set of footprints. Actually, after idling in thought, we decided to follow the bigger trail along the path beside the gully. At first, the path went right along the steep edge, but soon it turned, circling around a thick and prickly bush. No sooner had we turned than we ran into a band of kobolds who were approaching from the opposite direction. If there were any more footprints on the path, the kobolds surely trampled them, but we had no time to concern ourselves with that. Hate is a strong word, but she irritates me a bit.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
She does say annoying things like that.
We can do it!
This didn't work. I must be doing it wrong.
She needs to heal herself. Oh, she's getting attacked.
Any last
Never mind. I do need to rest. Maybe actually I won't spoil the dinner. Hey! I didn't spoil the dinner. I've already done this one. Verona suddenly awoke inside the house. Dogs were howling fiercely not far away. It smelled like burning. The wooden walls were steaming hot and smoke was breathing beneath the low ceiling. Tried to open the door. Verona pushed the door with her shoulder, but it wouldn't budge. The flames were starting to crawl up the walls. Verona grew short of breath, and she sat down heavily on the floor. Verona's skin felt cold. She heard the murmur of the water and the soft lapping of waves. After opening her eyes, she saw a rocky river bottom and a bloated body tangled in green water weeds. The drowned man's empty gaze was fixed upon her, Verona. His mouth opened slowly, and a hoarse whisper said, "Strike river, Verona." This moment, Verona, fully awake, drenched in sweat, she told us what she'd seen in the dream. Again. Then I think we need to go down here.
A rest is in order.
Haven't we already rested?
Armor must be sturdy and heavy. The heavier, the better. And if there's a good shield to add to the armor, then you feel like a whole fortress, not just a fighter.
I spoiled the meal again.
It is done.
I'm not very good at cooking. The corpse's face is bloated from being so long in the water. The stench from its toothless mouth is so foul that your eyes begin to water. The hand clenching a sinister-looking spear is covered with scabs. You really gotta hire a decent chef for your party. Yeah. Maybe one of the other companions I get along the way will be better. Suddenly you feel faint, as if a cold, wet hand is placed heavy on top of your head. Wet hair sticks to your skin and trickles of icy cold water run down your face and shirt. A hoarse whisper rises inside your head. There you are. So it was you who sent me those nightmares. Gurgling, deep-chested laughter pierces your skull, clouding your vision and flooding your ears. All else becomes muffled, as if you're trapped underwater. You shake your head to cast off the apparition. Who are you? Davik Nettle. A storm of bright images flashes before your eyes. A long time ago, this person, then a living man, came here from Bavoy, constructed a rope bridge, built a house and lived in it, collecting payment from those who crossed the river. The cat jumped under the blanket on the bed. That's so cute. How did you die? You see a vision of a lovely spring day. Sunbeams shine warm against your cheeks. 3 men approached the house by the bridge, one of them wearing an antlered helm. The Stag Lord, angry faces, a quarrel, the glint of an unsheathed sword. Suddenly, the Stag Lord's greedy eyes are twisted by surprise. The master of the house has unleashed his hounds. A burning smell stirs you awake to the sound of loud barking. Flames are crawling up the walls. The sound of the breaking glass. The bitter cold night air. You are outside the house, and something is wrong. An arrow strikes deep in your shoulder. You hear the guffaw of 10 throats. You run, already in the middle of the bridge. The man in the antlered helm cuts one of the ropes. An ear-splitting scream fills the air. What do you want from me? You see a vision of a man wearing an antlered helm. You hear a muffled groan, and the helm drops to the ground with a loud thud. Your hands are covered with hot blood. Too much blood. Death to the Stag Lord. hate it when someone asks you to do something you are gonna do anyway. It makes me want to do nothing just to spite them. Oh my gosh, she's annoying. Baggins. The fourth option. Very well, I shall meet your vengeance upon the Stag Lord. I'm going to anyway. The drowned man who'd been sitting motionless nods his head. Come later. Take the spear. And he's gonna give me a spear. That's nice.
No stopping now.
It appears these posts once held a rope bridge. 5 coins to cross the river.
I found something interesting.
Trail in the hills. And there's a waterlogged lowland. Let's go there. We walked across the heath for a long time, yet no sight sprang up before our eyes. By turns we discovered a verdant lowland with several near-about springs steaming down behind another hillside. And then, in the distance, in the centre of the lowland among the bush, there stood a single dry tree, a true giant. Its magnificent outline resembled an animal's paw, clawing up at the sky. But what was truly remarkable, the flat landscape was dotted by mysterious dark humps. They were piled about the height of a man and scattered around in abundance. We determined that we should explore the lowland. The further we trekked, the softer the land became. Step by step, heath grass gave way to moss, low-growing shrubs and ferns, and then sloshy puddles of stinky swamp water. The muddy ground sucked at our feet, and soon our party was jumping from hassock to hassock. Finally, we reached the first group of mysterious humps and learned they were no mere hills, but dug-out dwellings. We moved with great care towards the centre of the lowland, and there the real swamp began. On the way towards the mysterious giant tree, we saw the foggy outline of another hut, this one much bigger and surrounded by small clay statues. We examined the surrounding dwellings. Would be funny if your party made a discipline check versus losing their shoes. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? Inside the dugouts were frosty and darker than holes, and filled with an absolute desolation. There were no windows in these mud walls, no furniture or other homely items except for the odd piece of tattered wicker, but every dwelling had a large hollow dug right in the centre of the dirt floor, like a fire pit, but taking up the greater part of the space. They were filled with standing water and reeked beyond description. We moved with great care towards the centre of the lowland, and there the real swamp began. On the way towards the mysterious giant tree, we saw the foggy outline of another hut, this one much bigger and surrounded by clay statues. We would not retreat and moved ever forward toward the tall tree, determined to visit the big hut on our way there. We walked slowly, carefully choosing our way, keeping to dry ground as much as possible, but the further we went, the more difficult it became, and soon we were wading waist deep through the cattails. Frogs croaked loudly as we peered anxiously into the cloudy water, struggling to make out what shadows fitted along the bottom. Suddenly, Amiri staggered, spit out an oath, and flailed her arms. She'd made a wrong step, and unable to pull out her foot, she called out loudly and began to sink into the vile green slush. Wary of another of us getting sucked into the bog, we decided to form a living chain. Standing next to each other and holding hands, we began to pull our fellow traveller. Luckily, Amiri managed to keep her head above the water while we struggled to rescue her. Grabbing the nearest hand and pulling with all our strength, she freed one foot and then the other. The insatiable bog gurgled hungrily after us, but we didn't look back. Sodden and wary, we finally made it back to our solid ground, and a palace of sorts rose before our eyes, a spacious hut made of mud like the rest of, but decorated with pebbles, bones, cattail spikes, and snail shells. Amiri, you clumsy cow! In the front of the palace was a wide and shallow reservoir. Its green water reflected the leaves of huge ferns and primitive clay figurines. Oh, hey, Argosaur! I'm good, how are you? I'm just playing some Pathfinder Kingmaker today, and this is like a relatively new save. I've been playing for like 3 hours or so now. Or like, yeah, I think about 3 hours now. How are you doing? The buzzing of gnats was nearly deafening. We were not far to the center of the swamp, and a firm and steady path led there through the thick bushes. At its end, the tall, dry tree stretched mightily upward, clawing at the firmament. We carefully examined the clay figurines, trying to fathom who they might portray. Goggle eyes, flat heads with no necks, ears or chins, ugly long legs, unnaturally bent. These sculptures could only be the work of boggards. Primitive, cruel boggard tribes had inhabited the swamps of Garand and Avistan since the olden days. Pitiless to others and to each other, they were led by the darker instincts of their insane priest kings. They are known to grow young, fry in the pools inside their houses. We peeked inside the hut. The palace was twice the height of other huts, and its entrance was wide enough that 3 could walk abreast. The walls were decorated. An unknown builder had scratched drawings in the clay while it was still wet. The faded scrawl depicted huge amphibians devouring smaller figures, some frog-headed, others not. 3 of the 4 rooms boasted large holes filled with water, just like the other dwellings, though here there were steps descending into them, cut into the dirt. In the furthest room, we found equipment decorating the walls. Leather armor, spears, clubs. To our surprise, a number of items were well preserved. The hut was nearly deserted, so we felt no shame in taking some of it with us. Oh, we got a short sword, leather armor, and gold coins. 137! Damn. Good, but busy during the day. It's from Argos. I'm in the UK. Also, hey MFJ, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, my new job is really good actually. I'm enjoying it. I'm basically like we're doing like biometrics and scanning passports and stuff for the Home Office. So we just like collect all the evidence for people's visas and then send it to the Home Office. That's basically it. But it's cool. I like it so far. I think I'll really enjoy it. South Yorkshire. Oh, nice. I'm like south. Who do you... It's like a company that is that sends stuff to the Home Office. It's just like a collection service for people's visas. We move forward, seeing we'd drawn so near our goal. It was ever so lovely to walk once again along the well-trodden path, our soaked clothes imagined being dry, and our mood at once lifted. The bushes that bordered the path seemed to wave at us amiably, with their juicy green leaves and shiny bright red berries. A fresh wind puffed away the rotten smell, and it finally felt like the swamp might be nearly behind us. But then the wind stopped blowing, and the thorny branches continued to move, and we heard a loud shout. Tentacle monsters! Lindsay, who was watching our rear, pointed to a surging, crawling wall of green, filling in the path behind us. The surrounding thicket was coming to life. Its branches reached out with a soft, swishing sound. Drops of sap oozed from their thorns, gleaming in the emerald dusk. The path was disappearing. There was no way back, and the clear space ahead was closing. We ran forward as fast as our legs could carry us, flying towards the closing passage. As any experienced traveller can tell you, sometimes you walk and sometimes you run. The branches snatched at our backpacks and clothes, and the sprouts tangled at our feet, but we slipped to their grasp. We were too quick. Finally, after what seemed an endless trek, we came upon the gigantic dry tree that had so intrigued us from the beginning. Lo and behold, we saw an idol cut in its trunk, a huge horned, three-eyed toad. Its googly eyes made it look both cruel and dumb, almost idiotic. Its muzzle hung half open, sharp-toothed with several hanging tongues. Deep brown streaks oozed from the corners of its mouth. Well, the idol reeked of evil, to say the least. We were certain we must destroy it. Clearly, we could not leave such an obscenity unscathed. We drew our swords and slashed at the wooden face, and from it oozed black, sticky blood. We heard a great clap of thunder, and a thick fog arose from nowhere. The birds screamed furiously. More thunder soon followed, and with each strike the sky grew darker and darker. Soon we couldn't see the sun through the fog. The air shuddered again, but it was still thunder, or was a creaky voice from the monstrous toad. Still, our iron blades dug deep into the blood-soaked wood, and at last the idol was smashed into splinters. The fog cleared away and silence descended. Suddenly, we realized that every fog in the swamp had gone quiet. We turned almost with a sigh of relief and saw that the flesh-eating bush had withered away. Satisfied with the job well done, we returned to where we'd come from.
A rest is in order.
No, we should rest. Cat wanted to stop the fan on my CPU with its paw. Is this the new cat? Or are you still keeping that one in the basement? The big one. What's her name again? It begins with P, I always forget. Small one is downstairs. Oh, I see. Polar, okay. Ugh! Fight! Enemies! I just reviewed a voice biometric system for law enforcement use, and it had impressive capabilities. That's cool. That sounds better than ours. It's not pronounced. The small one is... Is it like Asia?
Onwards.
I thought there were enemies here. Were there enemies there? If you remember how to pronounce S from Duolingo. The only example I can think of from Duolingo is mięso, as in meat. But I don't know how to put the S from that into... No. Arcasol, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. 14 months. That's so long. That's amazing. That's so kind of you. You would love to assist the ISS in Prague. They show systems like this all over the place, mixed with drones, CCTV, and all the other gov stuff. Oh, sounds cool. Oh, okay. Let's listen.
Usher.
Oh, Asher.
Usher.
Asher. Like that? Thank you as well. Or less H. Asa. Asa. Like that? There's no point going further south because there's just fog there. Exactly like the recording was.
Won't help you.
Okay.
Let us strike as one.
That was a bit too late.
March on. A rest is in order.
Old Mesa. A huge flat-topped rock that serves as a landmark in the area.
We should gather our strength.
Yeah, let's rest. Sad. Oh, I know what this is. Having reached the edge of the milky white blanket, we stopped. I have never seen a denser, thicker fog in all my life. Stretching my hand forward, I could hardly see the outline of my fingers, and if my arms were as long as my companions', I don't think I'd even see my elbows. We exchanged hesitant looks. It would be impossible to find one's way through this haze. There was nothing left to do but turn around and find another way. Charred food all week long. I know. It's terrible, isn't it? Oh, they're right there.
I tire of waiting.
And then our leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me.
Lindsay. Run. Run.
Yes.
A rest is in order.
Already? Speaking of food, I should probably go and get some food now. Because we're going to be playing Neverwinter Nights. So yeah, I think I will save the game. He's such a sleepyhead. I think it's either Valerie. I think it might be Valerie or who's the other person? Amiri. Because it's definitely not Lindsay. Lindsay would be complaining really like loudly about it. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll try and carry on with this, like, maybe at the weekend. Maybe I'll have some time during the week, I'll just have to see. Depends how often the network goes down at work. Two girls who claim to be biggest badasses in the realm need to sleep every day. Thank you for watching and for subbing and everything. Thank you all. Play my tea. Yeah, I will. Yeah. Hope you all have a good week. Oh, it's Monday, isn't it? Well, it's still kind of the weekend because it's a bank holiday, but yeah. Enjoy everyone and see you next time. Bye.